In terms of, you mentioned war crimes also, and we look at, the destruction of civilian infrastructure. We look at humanitarian aid. Those that propagate aid, even those, and we saw what happened with those Futellas also, and those that have only wanted to do good being held, and hostages, and all that has transpired. In the wake of all of that, do you think it's only going to matter at this time, leaving international law aside, how the US, how strongly the US sort of manages to get this through, and how strongly, and how clearly it wants for there to be these terms to be acceded to, in terms
Well,
of how
frankly,
the
we
world
have
is
to
going to
take
be.
it. Yeah, we have to take this in stages. Uh, when I said that the long-term direction should be some sort of a two-state solution, that can't be provided upfront in a initial resolution. But yes, the direction should be towards that larger goal. But for an interim, there is absolute need to make sure that convoys of food reach the Palestinian camps and reconstruction commences, and the civil facilities that are provided to any population in any civilized cities is gradually made available to them after this wake of destruction and bombing that we have seen, which is unprecedented in recent history, unfortunately, and the killings that we've noticed are also unprecedented. So, step one clearly is to make sure that the peace continues. There are no further atrocities on the Palestinians. And if we are able to find some sort of a political or legal or UN mandated solution for which efforts have been going on, that is a good development as a starting point. But then, as I said, as we move on, all parties have to move towards the direction of the two-state solution. And I say so because that's a sentiment, a collective sentiment in Europe. That's a sentiment in the US, at least in the public. We see that evidence continuously in terms of massive protests that again are unprecedented in nature throughout Europe and in US cities as well.